Live, local. This is Fox 12 Now.
And hello, everyone. This is Fox 12 Now. I'm Greg Nibbler, and thank you for joining us. We live stream here out of the Fox 12 Oregon newsroom, covering a wide range of topics every weekday, starting around 1 p.m. and going throughout the afternoon. And I do mean a wide range of topics. Today, we're going to be talking about Special Forces World's Toughest Test. And we're going to have two of the competitors from that event joining us. And that is Trista Sutter, the very first ever bachelorette and runner-up on the very first Bachelor. And then also Denise Richards. And Denise Richards needs no introduction. You know who Denise Richards is. And the two of them are two of the competitors on this season's World's Toughest, which actually starts on January 7th. So the premise of this show is it's a group of celebrities that are cast into this and actually go through some real or almost real special forces training in order to see if they can muster it and pass through all these different challenges that are thrown at them. And actually, some of the challenges are pretty severe of what they go through and do. And so that's what we're going to be talking about in this, and just giving a little bit of an understanding of why they decided to do it. Of note, you know, for these interviews, you have a pretty limited amount of time. So at the end of this, we do start getting into some more behind the scenes stuff, and I wish we could have kept going and talking about it, but I could not. So that's just so you know when we get to the end of this, but still some very interesting things. So let's go ahead and run it right now. Looking at a show like Special Forces, I mean, I've seen the other seasons, and looking at this season, I mean, it's incredible from a viewer standpoint to watch, just imagining what you're going through. But I always have to wonder from the competition side, from you who are doing this, why? Like, why put yourself through something as crazy and insane as this? And so I wanted to just ask that, you know, what inspired you to want to do this? Maybe Trista, if you want to start, you know, what made you want to go out and do these insane things that you did in this show?
Well, I guess backing up to when they asked me, I initially thought, hell no. Sorry if I can say that. Heck no.
Yes.
I was thinking, you probably want my husband. Are you calling for my husband? Because this is totally up his alley. And then the more I talked to Ryan, I kind of wanted to live my life so he could live it vicariously through me, because he really would love to do the show. And then I thought, you know what? This is an amazing opportunity, lifetime opportunity. And I am at the point where I have poured into my kids and my family life for almost 20 years, and they're getting ready to make me an empty nester, you know? And so I love being a mom. It is my greatest joy, and I will never take away from that. But I feel like I really wanted to reconnect with the person I am other than a mom, and really remind myself what I'm made of. And this show is perfect for that.
Yeah, I would think that this way, if you want to challenge yourself, this is about as big of a physical challenge as you could possibly do. I mean, well, and Denise, the same thing for you. You know, I mean, what was your decision process like to decide to go do this?
Well, like with Trista, I said no too, and my husband, him too, would love to do this show. And I think that's also why he was like really encouraging me to do it, because he wanted to live vicariously through me. When you sign up to do the show, though, we're not told exactly what we're doing. So we didn't know what we obviously knew how challenging it was. I've seen the last two seasons, so I knew it wasn't going to be easy, but we don't know the exact tasks that we are going to be doing. So that part was a little daunting, because, you know, it's the fear of the unknown, and I have quite a few fears, and I did going through this into the show, but I just really wanted to challenge myself, and I was completely out of my comfort zone, and thought I'll never have this opportunity to learn from the DS and have these amazing men help us, and just thought, why not? I'm never gonna be able to do something like this again.
Right. Yeah, that's not an ordinary thing anybody's going to be able to walk
No.
into. Yeah, from that standpoint. Well, behind the scenes, you know, I'm interested in this. So did you know who the other competitors were going to be before you came in there?
No, I mean, we would hear different rumors with, you know, our agents and our managers could try to find certain things out, but they really did keep us all separate. When we got to Wales, we were all in a our own hotel room. We had basically a babysitter that would watch us. We would have to tell them if we're going to leave the room because they didn't want us all seeing each other. They did a fantastic job of really revealing all of us at once together, the way the viewers are going to see us too. It was actually, it's a very well-oiled machine, and I was very impressed.
Yeah. I will say though, because of social media and kind of being able to follow along with people's lives, I knew that Ali Fedotowsky was going to be on the show because she was in like training mode. And I thought, like, for a couple months beforehand, as I was watching her stories, and I thought maybe she's just getting in shape. And then one day she was at like this boxing practice, or she hired a boxing trainer, and she was wearing the combat boots that they sent to all of us prior, so that you could, work them in. What's the word? Make them more comfortable. Not that they ever were, but so she was wearing the boots in this boxing training video thing, and I was like, okay, I know she's going on Special Forces. I didn't tell her until like, I think she found out that I was going to be on the show like the day before or something like that. But yeah, thanks to social media, I knew one person.
Some good internet sleuthing then, to figure that one out.
I did. Yeah.
Well, okay. For the show, the season premiere is going to be premiering here. People are going to get to watch you go through this, and you, I guess, vicariously will be reliving what you already went through. What's the biggest thing you want people to take away from watching this show?
That's a good question. I would say that I just want them to see, first of all, what the military do for our world, whether it's in Britain, in the UK, or the United States, or all around the world. The sacrifices that our military make are just something that I feel like I gained even more respect for going through the show. And hopefully that is something that everyone gets to see as they watch.
Denise, what about you?
And I will second that as well. And we are really put in this situation. There's no craft service, which I was kind of disappointed. There weren't snacks everywhere because I'm a snacker. And we really did sleep on a cot with the dirt floor. Like, it wasn't like we would, shut down filming and they would shuttle us off to a fancy hotel. That was not the case. The other thing is, I think putting such an eclectic cast together is something that I really hope that when the show airs, that they do put in a lot of the stuff that was said when we weren't doing the tests, when we're in the cars, when we're back at where we slept. The conversations we had I will never forget those, and that bonding experience with all of us. A lot of times, Trista and I both say this, Cam Newton and Golden Tate, they helped us so much, and I really feel they saved me on this and her. And if you could be a fly on the wall with the conversations that we would all have, it's funny. And we would never put all of us, Carrie Hart, all of us together. It was such an extraordinary experience that I'll never forget, and I'm so grateful for it.
That's what I want to see. I'm hoping that's in there too. And I know you've got to go do some other interviews with this, but thank you both for talking to me. I really want to hear the conversations that you had with Cam Newton and Golden Tate as well.
Thank you so much.
The show's amazing, and thanks to both of you for having time to talk to us today.
Thank you for having
us.
Bye. All right, again, Special Forces is on Fox starting on January 7th, and it says it is a 5-week event. And thanks to Denise and Trista for joining us, and also thanks to Fox for having them on the show. I appreciate that time, and I appreciate everybody watching Fox 12 now. So when I said we cover a wide range of topics, I mean it. You can go to our YouTube channel and take a look there and see all of the different things that we cover, every aspect of the news, and a lot of times deeper dives that we can do here on the show, because we can run a longer segment and sometimes get those reporters on if you want to find out more about maybe a story you saw on our other news shows, or if there's something that you are interested in and you think that would make for a good segment, feel free to to send me an email. I can't guarantee every time that we're going to be able to do a segment out of it, but you never know. So send me one to Fox12Now. That's Fox12Now at kptv.com, and we will see if that's something that we can do. So again, I appreciate you joining us here today, and feel free to check out all of those other segments. I'll talk to you soon.